So now let us go to aws.com or aws.amazon.com. If you don't have an account yet, go ahead and sign up for an account. It's going to ask you for your credit card details and all of that. Okay, so now what we are going to do is that before we provision our EMR, our Amazon EMR, we need to create a user. Okay, we need to create a user. And why do we want to create a user? By the time we create the EMR and we want to use the Jupyter Notebook to run our code, we will not be able to do that if we don't have a user. Okay, and also we creating a user helps us to assign permission to that user, so that the user does not have the ultimate access to everything on this account. Okay, and that is how it is being done in the industry. Okay, so the first thing you want to do right here, guys, is that you want to come to type I am, and then you can just open this in a new tab right there. So just come right there to users, create on this here. Let me see if I can zoom it. Okay, very good. I'll come to users, I'll create users, and then I'll come to create user. Okay, and then I'm going to give it a username. Take note, you are creating an I am user first. Okay, I would give it Redfin underscore EMR underscore user. Okay, and we want to give this both programmatic and console access. Okay, so I will check this, that provide user access to the AWS management console. Even though it's optional, I want to give it access to do that. Okay, and then I will say I want to create an I am user. I will check that, and then I'll give this a custom password. You could, if you want, you can say auto generate password and ask the user to create a new password on first login. But in this case, I will click on custom password, and then I'll put my password right there. Okay, I'll do a copy and paste right there. Then users must create a new password at next sign in. I would uncheck this because I already have a custom password, which is good already. Then I will say next. I will say next. Now you can see it's asking me to set permissions. Okay, so now let me bring this here so we can see the whole page. So now set permissions, add user to a group. We don't have a group, so that's not what we are going to use. Then we'll just say attach. Let's come right here, attach policies directly. Okay, let us give this an administrator access. Okay, let us give it an administrator access. So come right here and check administrator. If you cannot see administrator on your own page, just type administrator. Okay, and then you can see administrator access. I would check that. Okay, now we have given it administrator access. Let us click next, and then let's create a user. So this will create a user for us. Now when you create the user, you can download the CSV so that you can remember the name of the user and also the password that you generated. So I'll click on this download CSV. I'll click that. You can see it has downloaded in my downloads folder. Very good, very good. So now that we have created this, now what I want us to then do is to create access and secret access key. We might need this down the line. Okay, let us click this return to users list. You can see this is the user that we just created, guys. Then I'll click this. When I click that, you can see that we have the administrator access right here. Okay, so now what I can then do is that I can come to security credentials. Remember, I'm inside this user. I'll come to security credentials. I will come right here to access keys. I will say create access key. When you create access key To do that, then you come right here, use case, command line interface. I will check this. I hope you guys are getting this right here, guys. And then I'll come to I understand. I'll check that. I'll click next. Okay. I don't need to put a tag. Then I'll say create access key. Very good. Now you can see that we have created our access key and our secret access key. Okay. Now, so that you don't lose this, just download this CSV, because if you lose this, then you will have to recreate it again. Okay, I hope you guys get that now. So I will download this CSV right here. I'll download. Now I've downloaded that right away. Okay, now it is in my downloads folder. I will go and check that in my other screen to make sure that it is there. Okay, it is there. Let me show you briefly what the credentials is. Let me open that. You can see that we have the username, the password, and a link wherein we can log in again. So what we are going to do right now, guys, is that we are going to log out of this account that we have right now, because this is the root account, so that we can then sign in with the new user account that we just created, and then we can continue with the project. Okay, so I'll come right here and I'll say sign out. I've clicked sign out. I close this tab. Very good. Now we have done that. I can even close this tab, and then I can come to this Excel, to this CSV. You can see that I have my username and my password, my link right here. Take note, I'm going to delete this user after this, so you won't be able to log in into this. Okay, so this will not be useful for you, so you have to create yours. Okay, so I will copy this HTTPS link right there. I'll bring it right here, and then I'll put it here. I'll press enter, and then you see that it takes me right here. It already populates my account ID for me right here. Okay, and then I can come right here, copy my username. Okay, and then I can also copy my password. I put right there, then I sign in. Very good, guys. Very good, guys. Now you can see that we have signed in. Very good. Remember that this is what we are trying to do, guys. Let me bring it right here for you guys again. Remember that what we are trying to do is we want to provision our Amazon EMR, and then we are going to get our Jupyter notebook, install Apache Spark on it, and run pyspark code to be able to extract data from the Redfin data source, transform it, right, so that our data, both the raw file and the transform data, can be in our S3 bucket. Okay, so because of that, what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be creating our S3 bucket. Now, since we've already logged into our new user account, right, so let us create our S3 bucket. We are going to have two S3 buckets. One of them is going to contain the raw file, and the second one is going to contain the transformed, it's going to contain the transformed data. Second one is going to contain the transformed data. Okay, now let us create our S3 bucket. So you come right here. If you are not seeing your own S3, if you are not seeing S3 bucket in your recently visited page, you can just type S3, and then you can maybe right click and open a new tab, and then I'll come right here. I will do create buckets, and then I'll put the name of my bucket. Remember that your bucket name needs to be unique. Okay, give it a unique name. So if you want to use this name I'm using, then you can maybe just change this last 3 characters here to, maybe your initials or something. Okay, and also take note that, again, let me quickly show you something right here, that you can see what we have right here in this file right here. You can now see that because we are signed in as a user on this account, that's why you see Redfin _EMR _user at this account number. You can see you should be seeing something of sort, something similar to this. Okay, and also if you want to create your S3 bucket, make sure that your S3 bucket is in the region that you actually want. Okay, close to you. So wherever you are, if you're in Africa or you are in India or any part of Asia, or you're in the US, or any part of the US, make sure you are using the AWS region that is close to you. Okay, now this is my bucket name, which needs to be unique globally. Put in your AWS region, and then every other thing as you see it right here, okay, needs to be just leave it this way. You can see, make sure that you also have yours like this, and then do create bucket. Okay, so this is where we're going to store our raw data. Okay, let us create another one where we are going to be storing the transformed data. Okay, we are going to do create bucket again, and then we'll give it this name, and then make sure you're in the region that you want. Okay, and then every other thing should be the same as you see right here. Okay, then do create bucket. Okay, very good guys, very good guys. Now I hope you guys are getting this right here, guys. If you are finding these videos valuable, go ahead right now. If you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead right now and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell, okay, so that you can be notified whenever we release any of our videos. Also, don't forget to click that like button. That is very important, guys. This also helps the YouTube algorithm to rank us higher. Okay, and also if you have any comment, put it in the comment section below. Okay, if you have any question or you have any request, whatever kind of video you want us to make for you, put that in the comment section below. Okay, now I hope you guys get that. Very good. Now that we have our S3 buckets, the next thing I would like us to do is to create a VPC. Okay, because I want the EMR to run in a particular VPC.